Welcome chicks and dudes, I'm Shade the Walking Walkthrough here with a side quest walkthrough for Silent Hill Downpour. This is every single side quest in the entire game. I'm only covering the side quests here. And this is on normal difficulty. Now what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and beat the game all the way up until you can pretty much do all the side quests. So as you can tell, I've already been through the monastery. I have boat key. This is the best time to do side quests once you've gone all the way through the monastery. Now, the very first side quest is going to be the police station side quest. Now, what you're going to want to do is look on the map for the police station. This is where you start. Now, near the police station, there's going to be patrol cars roaming around. What you're going to want to do is let one of the patrol cars let out a bunch of chicks. Once that happens, you will have activated the side quest. Then you can head to the police station. Once you're at the police station, cross the balance beam until you get to the radio call numbers. Now, at different difficulties, it'll show you the different numbers, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you anyways. So the first number is going to be D375. Gotta call back the first one. Then it's C466 for the second one. And then it's B557 for the third. And A648 for the last one. And you're all done with that side quest. Now on to the bird side quest. Near the police station, there will be a bird cage in a residential area directly across from the police station. Let out the first bird, and then head to this area. It's right near the bank, just south of the bank. And that'll be the second bird, so you can release the second bird. Once you've released the second bird, head to this area on the map, and this is where the third bird is located.
Poor little guy.
Now the fourth bird is located here on the map, at the end of Rice Street, on the right hand side. And
poor little guy.
Finally, the very last bird is going to be near the end of the docks by the boat. Right here. And that's all 5 of the birds. So there, your bird quest is done. Now, head back to this area. This is where you first crossed into the next major part of Silent Hill. You're going to want to head through the door, head on down the stairs, or sorry, you're going to want to, okay, so this is where we're at. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and head on up the stairs. You'll find a note on one of the doors. Grab the note and go ahead and head on inside the door.
A thief, huh?
You'll find a man who's hanging and a bed. You're going to want to go ahead and move the bed, and there will be all the stolen items that you need to return to their proper owners.
This must be all the stuff he
So
took.
grab the items, head on out, and directly across the hall there's a door. Go ahead and use the locket in the very first room here. Head through the doorway right here. That'll lead you into the next area where you can use the watch. That's 2 out of 4. Now, head on down the stairs, head out the door and down the stairs to the second floor. Once you're on the second floor, you're going to want to head to the door on the right. Go in here, and then there will be another door on the right. Head in there and use the money box. And then head on out the door, down the stairs, and make a right down here. You want to go into this room right here. There will be a rocking chair. That's how you know what room you're in. Remember this room later, because you will need to come back here. Okay, now head on over here and use the war medal. And once you do, bam, that's another side quest done. Oh yeah. Once you put the war medal in and you completed the side quest, head on back up the stairs, and the hanging man will not be there anymore. But there will be a jersey that you can now pick up. That'll change your look. Now, what you're going to want to do is head to this area on the map. Read the note on the door and then head directly down this street until you find this note right here. Once you've found this note, you need to follow the girl's trail home. This is kind of a long process. However, I'm going to cut to the chase. This is the very last ribbon that you will find hanging up on the poles. And it's right near King Avenue. Head down this walkway, make a right, and stay to the left-hand side, and there will be a stairway down. Follow the stairs to the end of the dock, where you will find the little girl's key.
What the hell?
Grab the key, and then you're going to need to find her house. Her house is right here near the movie theater. Here we go. Right next to the movie theater, just north of it, on Lemon Street. Open the door, go ahead and head on up the stairs till you find the locked door. Once you find the locked door, use the girl's key. That'll open up the door. Head on into the room, and there will be a bra and panties on the bed, and a note. You pick up the note, and that'll finish the side quest. Finishing the side quest also opens up a door in the same room, which allows you to go into there, and there will be some health packs for you to pick up. Yay, quest reward. Alright, on to the next quest. The bank side quest is super easy. All you have to do is go into the bank, head on down to the basement where the vault is. Try to open up one of the vault doors, and that'll start the next part of the side quest.
So stupid.
Head on upstairs, and all this is an endurance trial for battling creatures. So, once you've killed her, this first one, it'll open up one of the vaults. Go down there, pick up the item, and it'll start all over again. Keep doing this until you've defeated all the monsters and the alarm stops. Once the alarm stops, it'll open up your final reward, which you can go grab at your leisure. Now, once you're right here, this will be the homeless guy. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and squeeze between these, pathway down here in the subway and speak to the homeless gentleman that's right here. He's going to want some food.
Rain never lets up, does it? Man can catch his death out here. Of course, if you could spare something to eat, I could show you another way to get around town, keep your head dry. What do you say, friend? That's a fair trade, ain't it?
This side quest is going to open up shortcuts throughout the whole Silent Hill map. Now, on normal difficulty, the vending machine is right here on Cook Street. So use your money that you found and that'll get you a candy bar. Take it back to the homeless guy and he'll say, "Man, it's cold out there. Now I can sure use a jacket."
You're welcome to it.
You got a map of the town? Let me show you something.
So now he wants you to find a warm coat for him. Head on out, and you're going to want to head to this location on the map, the thrift store. Once you've reached the thrift store, which is right here, across from the back side of the movie theater, you're going to want to head on in through this door. Head to the right, and there will be the coat hanging up on the side right here. This is all on normal difficulty. It will change depending on which difficulty you put it on. Head back to the homeless man and give him his coat. And then he wants a fishing rod. So you're off again. Head on out until you get to this part on the map right here. There will be a sewer waste system down here. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and head on up these stairs and down this ladder. Like I said, this is also on normal difficulty. The fishing rod will be in a different spot. But it's right up against this wall right here on normal difficulty, normal puzzle difficulty. So pick it up and take it on back to the guy, and you will be ever so grateful. And open up all the shortcuts for you.
That'll do just fine.
Now, on to the art collector. This side quest is a little wacky. So you're going to want to come to this alley right here, head on through the door and down the stairs. It'll lead you to a room with a bunch of paintings that are on a big table here. And that'll start your side quest. The objective of this side quest is to find all 6 paintings. The first one is here at the police station. Cross the bridge, head on over through this door, which you're going to have to hack open with a fire axe, and grab the first painting.
Weird paintings.
The second painting is located in the first area where you started with the police station, but it is in the subway station. So head on down to the subway station in Hillside, open the gate, and right here inside the booth is the second painting. Now, the third painting, you're going to want to go back inside the building where you completed the Stolen Things side quest. You're going to want to go back to the room with the rocking chair down on the first floor. Once you're in here, grab the painting off the wall in front of the rocking chair.
Those weird paintings.
Yeah. This one is across from the park. You're going to find a note on the ground. I've already picked it up in this video, but what you're going to want to do is go ahead and head on through this gate, go through this little crawlway, and that was where you're going to need the note. It says 827 for the code. It's only a 3-digit code. So you go over to the button thing, you push in the code 827. 827 is the code. That'll open it up. follow it to the right and you will find the next painting.
This looks like one of those weird paintings.
You're going to want to head back on over to this hardware store right here. Open up the register in order to get the key. Once you have the storage room key, head on over to the door and use it on the door. Once inside, you're looking for a box. Once you find the box, you pull it, and where it was resting is covering up where the painting is. So bam, you got 5 out of the 6 paintings.
This looks like one of those weird paintings.
Now, you're going to want to head to this point on the map where there's just this van sitting here, just all by its lonesome on the road. Inside the back of the van is the very last painting.
This looks like one of those weird paintings.
Now, you're going to want to head back to the art area, or the art gallery. You're going to want to head back to the art gallery, go and use all the paintings on the table. Once you have all of them on there, you need to arrange them to where they all interconnect. Now remember the symbols that are on the map, because you're going to need that on every level of difficulty. Now what you're going to want to do is, right here, you're going to want to head to Melrose Cemetery. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head to Melrose Cemetery. Once you're there, you're going to want to pass the first one, and there will be a second crypt that will be open. Head down the ladder, and that'll lead you to an area with symbols on it. You're going to want to do this. And that'll open up the gate. Once you run all the way past everything in here, you open up the crypt, and inside you will find a hatchet. I don't know how good this hatchet is, I never use it. On to the movie theater. Now, once you're inside the movie theater, you're going to want to grab this first film reel right here, and then the second film reel is in the bathroom. The third one is up near the projection booth. So head on through the movie theater on up to the projection booth. You're going to want to, it's going to say fix the projector. Now in the dark room back here, there's the last film reel. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to head back to the hardware store where you picked up the painting. Inside there will be a new bulb for the projector. Once you have the new bulb, go ahead and head on back to the movie theater. Use the bulb on the projector. Now you can use each one of the films individually to decipher the number for this, which is going to be 9241. And that'll get you into the splicing room. What you're going to want to go ahead and do is head on in there and splice all the films together. Now once you have the spliced reel, go ahead and use it on the projector. Head on down to where it is and you will enter the movie. Once you're inside, you're going to want to head to your right and head into the house. Once you're inside the house, you're going to want to stay downstairs and head to the left. There will be a door on the left. Go ahead and go through that door. Once you're in here, on the windowsill right here is a crank. You're going to need that for your next item. So head on out onto the next room head through the room, and you'll find this jack-in-the-box. Go ahead and use the wooden crank on the jack-in-the-box, and that'll get you the key that you need to open your reward. Once you have this key, head on to the back area over here and climb this ladder. Once you've climbed the ladder, there will be a path that you can go that will lead you all the way to the back of the attic. Once you've reached the back of the attic, there will be a chest that you can use the key on to open.
Something.
Once you've opened that, you'll get your quest reward, which is the golden gun. Now, on to the next quest. Now, this is where you're going to want to be on the map. Head on over here, and there is a hook weapon that you can use to pull down the ladder. So, grab the hook weapon, pull the ladder down, and head on inside. Once you're inside, head upstairs, and in this bloody room right here, you will find a crank. Head across the hall into this room right here with the bloody bed, and you will find the record. Head back downstairs to the record player. Go ahead and use the crank on it and the record on it, and turn the crank. Once you do that, a body will appear on the floor, and some writing that says, "Turn back time." And basically what this means
Turn back time. What does that
is that
mean?
you need to use the record player again as soon as you're able to, and then you turn it the opposite direction. Then it goes through this cool little scene where this guy reverse murders somebody. This was one of my favorite side quests. I thought it was awesome. Now, you need to put the victim's spirit to rest. In order to do this, you need to... Well, first let me show you what happens if you don't do anything right away. Here comes the ghost. Now, head on up to the man's painting who's coming out of the painting, and use the lighter on it. Boom! Side quest done. Simple as that. Now, on to the next side quest. You're going to want to start right here. There'll be a door. Go ahead and head on through it. Head on up the stairs. This is the Shadow Sigils side quest. Go ahead and light both the candles. And then grab this piece. Take it over in the same room to this right here. Now, use the Shadow Sigil that you found and spin it once. Now, the way this works is you're going to have to back up and match the symbol to the fluorescent lighting on the wall. However, you're going to have to use your regular flashlight. All it takes is a little bit of maneuvering, and the sigil will change into a token. Then what you need to do is head to the corner of Cook and Lansdale, right here on the map. There will be another sigil in a cardboard box. Almost all of them are in the cardboard boxes. So this is the healing sigil. Now, you're going to want to come here. Everybody knows this. This is the sign for medicinal stuff. That's why it's the healing sigil. So go ahead and use it. And then you're going to want to... sorry. And then you're going to want to turn it. Now, once it's turned, you got to use your flashlight to kind of line it up. You can tell when it's lined up because it will glow white like that. Then, turn it twice, and try and get the same thing to happen. Bam. Go ahead and grab your token, and we're going to go ahead and head on over to the next sigil. Now the next sigil can be located right here. It's actually in a construction yard, and behind, or it's also in another cardboard box. Now take this down to where the bum, the homeless guy, was, and you're going to want to use it right here. This one's pretty simple. All you got to do is turn it once, and then line up the light with it. Bam. Now it'll turn into a token. You can grab that token and head to the next one. You're going to want to go right here. It's on the northern edge up here, near where you started the quest. Now you take this one here. There's this alley right here. And you use it right here. You don't have to turn it at all, actually, when you first start. I accidentally did the first time, because it will not line up right away. You need to turn it again, and then once it's turned, use the light to line it up. It'll glow white, and then turn it twice. And do it again. Line it up until it turns white. Bam! Now you get your very next token. Now, head on over to King Street where the drawbridge is. Sorry, King Avenue, where the drawbridge is. You're going to want to go ahead and head on up the stairs, head on up the ladder, and immediately to your left there's going to be the item that you need for this Cyclist. One of them. And then head on down the ladder and down the stairs. You're going to want to go directly to the farthest door over here. Head through that door, make a right and immediate left through the door. And then as soon as you step through this door, turn immediately to your right, and there's the next piece. Once you have the Harmony first part, head back over to the Shadow Sigil itself.
Another shadow symbol. What does it mean?
Now, use the first part, and you're going to want to turn it right away, and then line it up with your flashlight so that it looks like that. Now, use the second part, and basically what you're doing is you're making a pentacle here. So, you turn it once, line it up, it'll line up, and then you turn it twice more. And then lastly, line it up again, and booyah! Now you've got your last token. Take all your tokens and head back to where you started the quest at. Use all the tokens on the map. Once you have all your tokens on the map, line them up where you found them. Now some of them can be a little tricky. Mostly this healing one right here. Just kind of mess with it until this demon statue shows up. That's how you know you completed the quest. It's a weapon as your reward. Now, you're going to want to head to this area right here to start another side quest. Inside, you're going to find an urn right here in the darkness. Take this urn right outside, around the corner to the docks back here. Once you're at the back side of these docks, you're going to look for this bench right here. It's got some writing on it with a heart. You know, somebody loves somebody forever. Who knows? Anyways, use the urn, and that'll reveal the code that you need in order to open the safe back in that room. back in that house. And your side quest is done. Now, head back to this area right here. You're going to want to go into this house. Once you're in here, this is the mirror. So what you're going to want to do is look into this mirror and find what is different. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is just not the same. Now there are several things that can change. There's this one right here, the lamp. You need to turn it on. I think it changes every single time. I think it changes every single time you go and do this side quest. All you got to do is be very careful, look through the mirror, and whatever the mirror shows you that's different, you need to do. So if the TV's on, you need to turn the TV on. If the painting's flipped, you need to flip the painting. If the drawer is open, you need to open the drawer. So on and so forth. Until the glass shatters. Now the TV turned on, so I have to turn around, go turn on the TV, and it'll change again. Once that's changed, I'll find out what's different. I don't think it was the painting this time. It's hard to tell when the candle's on, when the candle's lit. So you need to be very careful and pay attention to that. I think this time it was the painting, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the painting. Not sure if it did anything. So let's just double check everything. There's the drawer and the painting. And the TV is off, and the light is off. How about the candle? Oh, the candle's lit. So what I'm going to do is come over here and use the candle, or use the lighter on the candle. Yep, just making sure you can see the light in the window. Now just use the lighter on the candle. And once the glass breaks, your side quest is complete. You don't even have to go in and get your health rewards. Now, you're going to want to come back here. This is the Dead Man's Hands side quest. The objective of this side quest is to find the man's heart. So head on down the stairs and you will find this hole and ladder. Climb down the ladder and that'll bring you into the sewer system. Once you're in the sewer system, follow it and it'll lead you onto this path. You're going to want to head right after you get out into the main sewer system. I just kind of left this one unedited so that you can see what I did. But the point is, you're supposed to be trying to find his heart. Item. You can tell you're getting close to the heart because it'll beat faster and louder. You go to try and open this door and that guy won't let you, and then open it anyways. Then you make your immediate right, and here in the darkness is the heart. Now you're going to want to run through all this craziness back to where you found the guy without a heart. All these monsters will chase after you too. Head back this way, and you want to go through this doorway right here, even though I just passed it. Once you head through this doorway, go back up the ladder, go to the man, and put his heart back in his chest. Simple as that. And you have completed all of the side quests that you can complete in your very first playthrough. The next side quest you can only do if you've beaten the game once. And that's the side quest called Digging Up the Past. Now when you complete this Digging Up the Past side quest, it gives you the awesome surprise ending when you beat the game. So we're going to go ahead and start in on the Digging Up the Past side quest. For this entire side quest, you're going to need a shovel. You're going to want to dig in these locations where you had to transfer from one building to another in the backyard. Dig right here. Love the throwing dirt in his face. It's so awesome. Yeah, you're also going to want to dig right here. Basically anywhere where you find these candles. We'll throw dirt in this guy's face too. Now, right here is the next one. Cook Street, Lamond Avenue. You'll see it as you're coming out. Right here. Then dig it on up. And I'm going to throw dirt in this chick's face too. Now, this one I believe is in the park. I don't think I showed the map right away. I think I showed it after I dug. Yep, it's in Logan Park. Now, the next one is right here near the movie theater, near the back of the movie theater. We're almost done. We only got 2 more to go. Now, this one is going to be in near the monastery. You're going to want to head on down these stairs. Follow this path and then stick to the left. There will be more candles. So I'm going to dig in the soft spot in the earth right here. Now you got 1 left to go. And that last one is right here on Ketchum Street, across King Avenue. You're going to want to head over here. There you go. Very last one. Now, once you beat the game, you will get the special surprise ending, which is actually pretty funny. Well, that's it for the walkthrough for the side quests. I'm the Walking Walkthrough. Don't forget to subscribe. Hope to see you again soon.